Win-win or nothing. That's the topic for today. Hi, I'm Shireen from Compass Mind, and we help organizations grow exponentially through our corporate training programs. So, have you been in a situation where, you had to negotiate something that was not comfortable to you? The feeling was really not great, was it? Well, strong negotiation skills could save you from this happening again and again and again. In any negotiation, here are some tips that I like to share with you, because whether you negotiate to buy something or sell something, or, a salary negotiation, for instance, or you even negotiate to set a meeting, change a meeting time, or even negotiate to get an idea across in your management. So there are many things you negotiate for. So here are 3 tips that I like to share with you today on having a win-win negotiation. First one will be ask open-ended questions. Because why open-ended questions? When you ask open-ended questions, then you get the other party's idea, and you get to customize your negotiation according to the stretch that they've given you. For instance, let me give you an example. What are some of your pet peeves during driving? So based on that, you already know the person's pet peeves, then you know what to do and what not to do. Opposed to a close-ended question of, do you like driving? Conversation just doesn't go on, and it's a yes or a no. So you don't want to have a yes or a no. You want to get the other person talking so you can get as much information as possible. Tip number 2 is to identify their values. Basically, when you ask open-ended questions, you're really coming to a bracket of understanding between them and yours before both throw in your perspective and they throw in their perspective, right? So that's where you can come to a middle ground where it becomes a win-win negotiation. Let me give you an example. My son is just about to complete his driving lessons. He was negotiating for a Vios as a car. First car is like, what? And I'm thinking of a Myri. So really coming to a point of negotiation is very important, because for me, the important thing is for him to drive from point A to point B. For him, it has to look cool. It has to look nice. For me, it has to be safe. So it's really coming to a center ground where it's probably not going to be a Vios, it's probably not going to be a Myvi, but what can we agree on that is a win-win? I mean, I know this is not the best example though, because kids usually, parents will decide because the money is coming out from the parents, but still we need to talk to our kids and come up with a center ground where both are happy with, isn't it? It's never the time where parents say this way and the kid says, okay. It's never that way anymore. Tip number 3 is don't force it. What does don't force it mean? You're probably asking, Shireen, are you sure you're saying don't force it? Yes. What I mean by don't force it is, if the negotiation is just not coming the way that you're going to be happy with, then best is to just walk away. Why? It will give you sleepless nights at night. You have to still do the work. You're not happy. You're pushing yourself to get it done only because you agreed on a negotiation that you're not happy with. Always make sure the negotiation is done properly. You have the skill of negotiating. You get what you want, and don't negotiate with the other person until they really are at the losing end. My husband gave me this example before. When I just got married, I love to negotiate. We were on a honeymoon, and this guy came and put a toe ring on my toe. And he said, bye. Since it's already on my toe, I'm thinking I can negotiate whatever price I want. But then my husband actually put this into my mind. Hey, he's a small wage earner. He's only selling a small thing by the beach. A small ring. How much profit do you think that's going to be? So he said, you want to negotiate, by all means negotiate. But be realistic in your negotiation, which is the point that I want to bring. When you negotiate, you think win-win means the other person has to win, and so do you. Don't make someone else lose because you feel so great about yourself. So that will not be a win-win. So remember, guys, the skill of negotiation is so important to learn. It is a very critical skill in life, but don't go over with it until you kill somebody else. So guys, make sure you practice these 3 points, and I assure you, you'll win your next negotiation. Happy trying till we meet again. Bye.